should also add that we are due for tea at the Miss Nobles at 3, but until then you are our welcome guest. I should also add that we accepted the Miss Nobles' invitation despite their florid calling card. Did we not, Rosamond?
Yes.
Calling cards should be robust. They should make a statement. I can't abide this modern whimsical calligraphy. What do I call it, Rosamond?
Presumptuous.
Write that in your pocketbook.
Mr. Miller received a veritable flurry of calling cards in the week before he departed.
He did. Well, the bell was going like a Morris dance in May. Drove the master half mad.
Of course, she means mad in the very loosest sense. Practically no sense at all. It's sufficient to say the cards put him in a mood. Although I should add that he is, in general, a most even-tempered employer.
Except when he's in a mood.
When he was with us, barely a week passed he did not compliment my butlering in some capacity. Indeed, I have pioneered my own technique. I always greet guests with a half smile. A whole smile is altogether too familiar, and a sober look may be taken for disdain.
There used to be 2 butlers, but Mr. Miller gambled the other way in a game of hazard. But Nelson's better than 2 put together.
Daisy is so amusing, isn't she? I always say she should be in Hoxton Hall, not Wimpole Street.
There is an epidemic. What do I call it?
The crisis of tea etiquette.
Precisely. Modern values and priorities. They are all, what do I say?
Askew.
I recall someone left a card for Mr. Miller the other day that was altogether appalling. Looped black letters, gold gilded edges.
Or was it from a Mr. Ramsden, MP?
I do not concern myself with the substance of my husband's messages. What is that to form and style? Honestly, Rosamond, I'm afraid the girl has no sense.
Does Miss Dippy need you, Daisy?
Oh, no, indeed. I've been promoted again. Oh, I'm always being moved up, I dare say, from the parlour to the kitchen to the laundry. Mrs. Dippy said I was dead to her in my parlour-maid capacity. Wasn't that thoughtful? Oh, and she asked me to pass on a message to you, Nelson. What was it?
Perhaps you can inform her that she should consult Master Matthew before accusing anyone else of egg scoffing.
Oh, I'm quite sure Master Matthew is innocent. He is the finest and best of men.
What? Oh, no, I didn't see Mr. Ramsden's calling card.
You must excuse him. The wedding has been postponed until Mr. Miller's return. Mr. Miller the younger has volunteered to write to friends and relatives.
Yes, I've postponed it only an hour so that I may finish a verse.
It has been postponed 3 whole days.
Would you like to hear the verses so far? I dare say I am an amateur, but if the examiner would be interested to hear.
3.5.
Up a green and mossy... Hang on. Up a green and mossy wall.
An eerie wig begun to crawl. All he has so far, he says. Doesn't it just fill you with wonder?
A veritable Lord Byron.
I've never heard of a Mr. Ramsden.
Indeed, Mother, he is Father's colleague at Parliament. His current whereabouts are unknown.
I don't see how this is any concern of ours.
Well, he was helping me. I mean, of course, Father and Forster draft the education bill.
Just say that you did imagine yourself as an aspirational earwig, and okay, so
Matthew?
he aimed for but I'm just reading my
Matthew?
verses.
Oh, if you ask me, I think the papers should publish poetry alone and leave the news to other sources.
No one is asking you.
Well, what do you call this?
Well, no one cares what you think. Well, they only want to know if you've seen this Mr. Ramsden. They think he's got something to do with, you know, God.
Of course not, you silly sow. Oh, that's not to say that we don't have Christian natures in this house. Tell Nelson I will not blame him for his shocking theft. It is for the constable to condemn, not me.
Oh, Mrs. Dippy, you're not going to turn him in.
Of course she isn't. Not when I found a recipe for eggless ginger cake. Found it lying in the hallway.
Oh, look. There's a calling card for Mr. Ramsden. Storms in the Lords. Grey skies upper chamber. Whatever does it mean?
Every child has a right to an education.
Please do not be alarmed. We are finding her a husband.
But we must find Mr. Ramsden at once. I do believe they may have been communicating through a book of...
Tush, Rosamond. What care we for such things when we are due at the Miss Nobles? Where is your head? What do you value? I believe the examiner should write about the crisis of modern priorities. You may quote me. Write that in your pocketbook.
What's this?
I think that was from the, well,
Clean it, Daisy.
from the pig,
From the pig.
yes.
It is never acceptable to admit a pig to the kitchen.
He didn't have anywhere else to go.
It was live.
No, it was dead. Dead pig.
Look me in the eye, Daisy. Was the pig alive?